animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer
Xong cái
whale.
kia tắt đi mà hẳn quay cái khác. Chứ để nó dài quá, khó bóp lên.
Killer whales
Con
are
cứng lại
amazing
không có biết.
bugs, faster than an Olympic swimmer. High flying and
Thích không?
powerful.
Thích không?
We're going to see all of that
Hello,
today
hello.
and more.
Vui ha.
These and other behaviors provide an environment full
Con này
of
mập đây là mập
enrichment.
con này mập con này.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust
Con nhìn nó đi
and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orsanis orca. Their common name is killer whale. Our 5 killer whales have their own unique personal names. Kayuget, Tuar, Kamea, and joining us right out front are Sakari and Takara. Kamea is our youngest whale at just 9 years old. Takara is our oldest whale at 32 years old. She's also the matriarch of our pod, which
32 tuổi hả?
means she's the leader.
Kệ nó này nè, nó dưới.
These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors.
Nè bó nó như
Joining us at the slide out today are trainers Katie and Carrie to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. One of the very first behaviors we teach our whales is what's called a fluke present. And that's where the whale will present their tail flukes to the trainer, just as Sakari is demonstrating now. This not only gives us a look at the entire underside of their bodies, but it also gives us access to the easy to see shallow veins located on the underside of their
Chúc nó
tail
mẹ có hài
flukes.
lòng cho. Coi đây chúc có hài
Once a
lòng cho.
month, our veterinarians are able to collect blood samples from these very veins, and the whale can condition to stay calm throughout the entire
Coi đây chúc có hài lòng cho
season.
nó nghe đây nè con.
Throughout today's experience, you may notice us giving back rubs, tail massages, or even pectoral liver massages. Killer whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just another way we can strengthen our relationships with them.
Nó làm ngửa ra đó.
Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each animal weighs. So once a week, we ask our whales to slide out onto a killer whale size scale located in one of our adjacent pools, just as Takara is demonstrating now. In this position, you may notice that there's a large portion of her body still in the water, from the dorsal fin all the way down to her tail
Ăn đó, đang
flukes.
ăn á.
That's called the peduncle, and it can be packed full of power that weighs several hundred pounds. So in order to gain accurate weight, we'll simply ask her to lift her head and tail up and out of the water. And that's how we know as of Tuesday morning, Takara is weighing in at over 4,620 pounds. It's important to know the weight of our animals to ensure our younger whales like Sakari are growing appropriately, and our older whales like Takara are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors ensure that our whales are healthy and thriving.
Ăn
And the
cá.
care isn't just visiting. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales in every
Ăn đá
activity.
hay gì á? Ăn đá hay gì á?
Whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for the whales and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a critical role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment that they're born, they learn necessary life skills by watching their mothers or other members of their pod by mimicking their movements. Here at SeaWorld, they mimic our movements, kind of like a game of follow the leader. So down at the glass with Sakari and our new friend Alejandra, we're going to play a quick game of follow the leader. All right, and they're going to say hello to Miss Sakari, and let's see what happens. Wow, look at that! She's paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have excellent eyesight, both above and below the water, and we'll often see our whales spy hopping or jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. So we're going to ask Sakari to demonstrate a behavior called a sighting bow today. So they're going to give that hand signal here in just a moment, and we're going to see what that looks like. All right, and Sakari saw you, and she is diving down to the bottom of this 40-foot habitat to jump out in the center. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sakari! Wow, look at that. That was awesome. Now we're on the other side of the stadium with our new friend Derek, and we're hanging out with Takara. We're going to learn more about how killer whales communicate. Killer whales communicate in a variety of different ways, and one of those ways is through the use of vocalization. So we're going to see if Takara can demonstrate that for us today. That sounded great! Did you know that scientists believe when a whale jumps out of the water and crashes back down on the surface, it's a way of making their presence known? You see, sound travels 4.5 times faster in the water than it does through air. So when a whale leaps out of the water and crashes back down, that's called a breach, and it can be heard for miles around. So they're going to give that hand signal. Awesome, and Takara is going to be using those powerful tail flips. Derek, why don't you go ahead and step up to the glass so you can get a good look and see where she's at. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our audience volunteers. Killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld research and observation has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is